This video will demonstrate how to use the effects palette in Adobe InDesign. So let's open Adobe InDesign by clicking on the pink ID square in your dock. We need to open a new document. Go to File, New, Document. For this demonstration, we don't need to change anything in our new document window. Just click OK. Now we're going to need to make a text box. Click your text tool, click and drag a box. I want to make this box a specific size. I'm going to go back to my black selection arrow and change this box to 4 inches by turning my width to 4 and my height to 4. Go back to my text tool. A shortcut that if you double click inside the box, it switches to your text tool. I'm going to put the first initial of my first name, which is a capital M. I'm going to make it much larger. Let's make it, say, 300 points. And I'm going to change it to a nice font. Let me see here. Copperplate. Regular. There we go. Now, I'm going to change the colors because this demonstration works better in color. I'm going to my swatches palette. And I'm going to change the fill to red. So I have a red M. Let's zoom in so you guys can see this better. Okay. Now, I'm going to select this with my black selection arrow. Make sure you see the little anchor points. And this is a nice big red M. It looks okay, but we can make it much more dynamic with a few clicks. Let's open our effects palette. Object. Effects, and let's start with drop shadow. When your effects panel opens up, you should have a preview button here. If you do not have that option, then you do not have your box selected with your black selection arrow. Hit cancel, make sure you have your black selection arrow, and click on the box. Object, effects, drop shadow. Now if I click the preview button, it will show me what happens as I change these effects. First thing you notice is now I have a little shadow on my letter, which gives it depth as if it's coming up off the page. Now there are some options for this. Opacity just changes the lightness or darkness of the shadow. The distance, how far away the shadow is, so you can make it look like it's even higher up off the page. The angle adjusts how the light hits the letter and creates the shadow. You can also change the size, which diffuses it, makes it look a little fuzzier. Up to you what you want to do with these. Okay? You can also change the color of the shadow. Whatever you like. I think a shadow should be black. Alright, a simple application, a couple of clicks, we have a drop shadow. The next thing we're going to look at is called Bevel and Emboss. Click the Bevel and Emboss button. Notice now your letter has thickness. Pretty cool. You have options once again. Like when you click Bevel and Emboss, you can adjust the size, which makes it thicker. You can adjust the technique, which is my favorite. Go to chisel hard. It looks like it's engraved. Really cool. Okay. You can change the angle. Once again, it changes the way it looks like the light is hitting the object or the letter. You have a few other options. Most of them don't make a lot of difference, but you can play with these to see what they do for you. Okay? Soften just kind of softens the effect. So I like it chiseled hard. All right. So those two simple effects, drop shadow, bevel and emboss, really making a simple letter look cool.